No, it's still on. Yeah. Good evening, viewers, and welcome to All About Women. Let's talk. Good evening to as many of you, and I really hope that you all are enjoying your evening. You're having a great and a wonderful time, and you all practically have really enjoyed yourself so far. So today we will continue from where we left off. Although I wanted to kind of show you guys the um, like the kind of discounts that they have for winter. But unfortunately, before I got the chance to actually do that, I didn't realize that the live has kind of already has already come to an end. So which I will kind of show you guys very soon. But anyway, so before we get into that, many of you already know me. It's your girl Adares. So so the other day we were just kind of talking about how you can keep warm this autumn slash winter. So I kind of um, spoke about some things of how to keep warm. So just to kind of recap to as many who kind of wasn't able to come on, who were who were kind of busy and working. So I'm just gonna kind of recap, and then we continue with the discussion. So yeah, as we start now, a lot of us that lives in the UK, that lives in Europe, a lot of us knows the weather forecast. A lot of us know about the seasons and everything. And mostly now that we're now in autumn, and it's kind of really getting cold, because just the past couple of weeks it was still kind of it's still actually kind of a little bit warm, but now it's really started to give us more sign that the weather has changed, and now it has started to get more and more colder, even as we speak now. Now, looking outside my window is pitch black. It's really dark, because when we first kind of started October, just as we came to the end of September, it's still kind of light. But now this is like after six. This is like 6:37, and it's actually pitch black already. it's really is kind of really dark. So when you're outside, like, for example, maybe like an event, or you're just generally at work, or even if you're doing night work, please, it's very important. It's so important to keep yourself warm, because the last thing you want to do is to actually fall sick during this cold season. Most especially the fact that if you're a person that's just kind of come to this country for the first time, and you are not accustomed to our weather, then you actually easily fall sick. So one of the things that is most important is every year, every year, it is ideal and very important for you to get your winter flu jab, because that winter flu jab protects you against any sickness. It's so important, and that's one of the things that I always make sure and do. And just of yesterday, I I actually made sure that I quickly took my flu jab while I was yeah, I made sure that I kind of took my flu jab. So which it will kind of take me a bit of time to it will take me a bit of time to actually even feel anything. So by taking the flu jab, it really will help. It really help against flu. So it will be kind of hard for you to even get any form of sickness, because as far as you're taking that flu jab, you are completely covered against this nasty cold that we're already experiencing. So it is very, very important to stay warm. It's very important to stay warm this winter by wearing layers of warm clothing, including hats, gloves, and socks. Ensure your home is insulated by closing the curtains. Always make sure, even when you're at home, if you have good heating, please make sure that as soon as you come in from work, switch on your heating, switch it on, and leave it on for about a couple of hours, say about an hour to 2 hours. But one thing I will advise you: do not leave your heating on overnight, because next month you'll be surprised that your bill will go skyrocket high. So it is advisable to only just be warming up your house, be warming it up every 1 to 2 hours, just so that your house stays cold. Then as you enter your house and you turned on your heating, turn it up on full blast so that the whole place stays warm. Then the next thing is to jump in the hot shower. Have a hot shower, stay in there for however long you want to stay in there, and you make sure that the water is quite hot, but not over hot, but just make sure that it's quite hot, so that it will actually keep your body warm, and it will kind of will keep your body warm, and also the bathroom itself. So if you're lucky that you have a mini heater in your bathroom, then that's also very good as well. That will actually warm up the whole bathroom. Then make sure that you either wrap yourself with a towel or with a bathrobe. Even the bathrobe itself is even more better. Bathrobe is so much better for you to use as well. That's another way of you staying warm. Then as soon as you come out of the bathroom, just dress into your normal either you wear a night dress and wear like a thermal top inside, or you can just wear a pajama jumper kind of thing. Just make sure that whatever evening gown that you wear, make sure that it's thick and very, very warm. It's so important. Now, also make sure that your windows are always closed, and the curtain, whether if it's the curtain, or whether if it's those shutters that you can, those blinds, the blinds, whether if it's that. But is advised, if possible, if you're the kind of person that use blinds, if possible, find if they have like a little like a net as well that you can kind of attach to it, that will actually be great. That will actually keep it very, very warm as well. But the most important thing is to make sure that your windows and the curtains are closed. And mostly, if you if you're the kind of person that actually if you're the kind of person that actually stays in your room quite often, then yeah, make sure that everywhere in your room is actually warm. But if your heating is not good, is kind of good that you contact your council and tell your council that, look, that my heating is not great, is not functioning well. Please, can you provide me with a temporary mini electric heater that I can use for now while I sort out getting an engineer to come out to fix my heating. Then you just use your heating, as in the mini electric heater, for some time, at least an hour to 2 hours. But again, electric heaters as well, they eat a lot of money. Yeah, they eat a lot of money as well. So it's just advisable to switch it on for an hour, 2 hours, at least until your room is warm, and your sitting room as well. Then once it is warm, just make sure switch it off completely, along with the main switch as well. Make sure it is completely off. Now, stay active with regular movement. Even when you're at home as well, rather than kind of sitting in one place for the whole evening. Sometimes it's good every now and again, at least maybe maybe every hour or 2 hours, just stand up, move around your house, if possible. Walk up and down in your house for some minutes, and yeah, that's one of the ways that you can also stay warm. Then another thing which is very good is to eat warm food. Always make sure that whatever food you eat, make sure your food is always warm. Always warm your food, and make sure that it is warm very, very well, because of all these bacteria, E. coli, or those kind of things, which you kind of wouldn't want to experience. And enjoy hot drinks throughout the day to generate body heat. Hot drinks like coffee, tea, Ovaltine, hot chocolate, herbal tea. Any one of those is fine, as far as it keeps you warm. It keeps your body warm. It practically, yeah, that you not kind of feel the cold. But if your heating is not that great, because there's some people that actually, they have a credit meter where they have to top up practically every week, and then as they put a certain amount of money on their meter card, then within whatever they use, the electric and the gas supplier, they'll actually be taking towards what they use. And sometimes when they put a certain amount, sometimes it's not even enough, because at the end of the week they won't have any money again, and their whole house will eventually become so cold. And they're the kind of people that they because they get their salary monthly, and they have to kind of wait until they receive their salary. So but what some of these this electric and this electric and gas company, they understand, they understand very well that yeah, right now that you haven't received salary, they understand. So they do kind of tend to kind of give you emergency, give you emergency credit on your your credit meter, enough that will last you for that certain period of time. And if they're actually lucky, they will, if they're lucky to borrow some money from someone, then yeah, it will become a great help. But if not, then they're on their own, and they'll end up living in a cold house. So that's the reason why a lot of people prefer to actually do the direct debit, where they just kind of where they have heating 24/7 or 24/7. But yeah, it's just that they will actually they will spend a lot. But that one is better than actually the top up, because because you would not like living in a cold house. So my point is kind of to make sure that to just keep your house warm for 1 or 2 hours, and not leave it on for too long. Now, keep yourself and your home dry by avoiding wet clothes, and using blankets to block draft from doors and windows. So another thing as well. That's also another thing, to make sure that your clothes is not wet, because that's even another thing that can actually cause cold on your body. Make sure that your clothes is not wet. Make sure that you kind of, that if you wash your clothes and you spread it out, make sure that it actually completely dries very well before you even bring it in, let alone to even put it on. Just make sure it dries very, very well. And also do make sure as well to that always make sure that your front door as well, that always brings draft, block it with a draft excluder, or or if possible, if you have like any kind of old clothes that you no longer use, you can kind of temporarily use it in replacement of draft excluder for now, until you manage to actually even get one to block the draft from coming in. Now, layers of clothing. Wear several thin layers instead of one thick layer. So as these trap warm air and provide better installation. So it's kind of better that you wear several thin layers, But some people actually prefer to wear they prefer to wear like several thick layers. Actually, it depends on them, depends on how their body system is. But several thin layers is something that is okay, so that to avoid kind of trapping the warm air, and for you to have a much better installation. Now, so choose insulating fabrics. So opt for wool, fleecy, stiff-knit fabrics, and thermal underwear. So most especially that this autumn slash winter, it's kind of advisable again to please get whatever it is that you wear. Please include thermal wear in whatever you wear, like whether the top and the trouser, or whether you get it in a form of whether you get it kind of in the form of a jumpsuit. But you can kind of check, it's something that you can actually check if they kind of sell thermal wear, like in a form of a jumpsuit. Now, wear wear hat to prevent heat loss from your head, a scarf, glove, and warm socks, as cold feet can make your whole body feel cold. What some people do is that, because like every month of the year, most especially the autumn and the winter, some of them they like to some people like to use hats. But it's because of their skin. Some people actually have allergy to wool. Some people have allergy to fleecy wear. So some people, they kind of they do actually use wool or fleece. But because of those that have allergy to wool and fleece, what some people will kind of do is rather find actually buy ear warmer that doesn't have wool, and doesn't have wool or fleece on it, or that doesn't have wool or fleece on it at all. And they always make sure that they do a hairstyle. Hello. I'm not James, actually, I'm Adez. So yeah, anyway, back to what I'm saying. So some people so some people, they also go out and they actually do a winter they do a winter hair that kind of protects the head from the winter, or they'll kind of do a protective style that will also help with this autumn slash winter. Now, another thing that is also very good as well is that it's also very good and very important to always service your heating, because sometimes why people have heating problem is because it is not been serviced. So the pressure will go into the boiler. It will go into the boiler, and actually it will actually make the temperature to drop. It will make it to drop down very, very well. and then the whole house will be so cold. So at least every 1 year to 2 years, that is ideal for you to have your heating, your heating. um oh, you're welcome. Oh, I know you. Oh, I know you. Oh, oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's good. So yes. So back to what I was saying. Um, so it is kind of, yeah, it's kind of very good to service your heating, your not just the heating and the gas as well, every 1 to 2 years, to avoid hazards, to avoid cold as well. So it's very, very important. Ideally, to to cherish our body. We need to actually take it. We need to take our health very seriously, because most of us that lives in Europe, and because some people have only just come to Europe and they are not accustomed to our weather, they will just easily fall sick. And that is the reason why it's always important that if if you come here for the first time, you need to study how the UK is, or how the UK is, or Europe, whether if it's UK, whether if it's Austria, whatever European country that you find yourself, is important for you to study how that country is, how their weather is, so that you will be able to know how to accustom to their weather. And which is why it's also very important to make sure that before leaving your house, you check what the weather is going to be. Sometimes watching it on the TV is, it's not that it's not ideal, but sometimes they do kind of give they I mean, for example, that they may tell you it's going to be very cold, and then you'll find out that, oh, that no, but it's not even cold, it's actually quite warm. So what some people do, if you have an Apple phone, or if you have an Android phone, and it has the weather app, yeah, please, is either that is already installed on your phone, or if it's not, install it on your phone, and just go by the weather on your phone, because the one on the TV is not always accurate. They kind of tend to give you the forecast that they think may happen, but sometimes it doesn't happen that way. So sometimes, even if you watch it on the TV, also double check it on your phone as well, so that to be on the safe side is so important, please, for your health and for my health as well. Maintaining your as in kind of maintaining the heat. Always have your heating, like just like I said before, always have your heating service all the time as well. Stay Yeah. So again, stay active. Some people, because they're kind of already active anyway, they're always out. Most people go out jogging. Most people take up swimming classes. Some people take up Zumba classes. Any kind of classes that will keep their body that will keep their body very hot. But also, when you're out and about, if you notice that it's actually very, very cold, and you're still out, at work. What another way that another way to keep warm, because I know, I know that you guys are gonna laugh because this is what we do over here in the UK, quite a lot to stay warm when you're out for the whole day in the cold. And mostly if you take the train and you actually have to wait for the train on the platform for a certain period of time, what some people do is that they will just dance, or they jump up and down like a bunny to kind of stay warm. um so now the next one, eat warm meals and drinks, consume at least one hot meal and regular hot drinks throughout the day to keep your body warm as well. And yeah, the hot water bottles is also another way of keeping warm as well. um always make sure as well that you yeah always make sure that you kind of um boil some water from your kettle. As soon as it's boiled, pour it into your hot water bottle. So when you're just about to go to bed, but make sure that it's piping hot. Make sure it's very very hot, and seal it very very well so that the hotness doesn't come out. Just seal it very very well, because that is actually another way that you can even stay warm. I mean, some even just stay with just their pajama trouser and their jumper, and then they'll just sit or just walk around with their hot water bottle, or just come straight to bed and cover themselves with the blanket, and lie next to their hot water bottle. Now, to stay dry again, wet clothes can transfer heat from so wet clothes can transfer heat from your body to the air. So it's important to stay dry. So again, please avoid wet clothes. Avoid kind of wearing wet clothes, because yeah, your body will eventually get very very cold, and you kind of really wouldn't want to be to to be feeling very very cold. Now, guys, bear with me. Now, if you're the kind of person that does not like to spend money on heating, the a cheaper way of keeping warm is also a cheaper way to of keeping warm is to use flannel sheets. Use a wool blanket, and just like I mentioned about pajama, yeah, wear warm pajamas. So, well, this is of someone. So my favorite way to stay warm while sleeping is to, yeah, I did mention about the hot water bottle. We have a couple that fills with hot water, yes, which I did actually mention about that. Now, guys, so I'm going to kind of check, um I'm gonna check the current the current autumn and winter sales as well. That's currently going on, which which is very important for you to know. Um, bear with me. Yeah. So guys, um, I have I have I have mentioned about this quite a lot, which actually I often use. So they actually currently have up to 90% of sales this autumn on Temu. If you actually really like that app, please, I would actually recommend that you use them quite a lot. And and also and also also Matalan, they currently have winter sales, so it's kind of good and ideal for, is either you go there or you can check online to see their current sales, that the discounts that they currently have. Next and Debenhams as well is also Next, they have 50% off. So guys, do check that out. And Debenhams have up to 70% off. So please also check that out as well. But in general, guys, it is in general it is kind of very important. It's very in general it is very important to keep warm all the time by using thermal wear. A lot of the thermal wear, and mostly the fact that I use Temu quite a lot. I use Temu quite a lot, but although sometimes they do kind of delay a bit, depending on the whether if it's Royal Mail or whether if it's delivery another delivery service that you use. Sometimes it's like that, but one thing I like about Temu is that they're always giving discounts. Every time you shop with them, they're always giving discounts every single time. So if you use them quite often, yeah, I would actually recommend that you continue using them, because they are so nice, so good. And mostly the fact that they really do have they have quality clothes. Not just clothes, they actually sell a lot of things on there, from clothes to house, to from clothes to indoor, as in like the kitchen utensils, blenders, all of that. They have it all there. Everything, practically everything that you need, they have it on Temu. You can check them out and in your own time and see how it benefits any of you. Now, bear with me, guys. Yeah. So now we're kind of going to talk about other ways as well, that so many ways that you can also stay warm as well. Layer up. Layer up. Now now wear several or multiple layers. No, I want to I can't even say I can't even say several, even multiple layers of clothing, Mul- multiple layers of clothing, that either wool, or either fleece. But like I said, there are some people out there that does have allergy to wool and fleece. So it's kind of ideal that that if you are that kind of person that has allergy to wool and fleece, is ideal for you to find clothing that is not of wool, because otherwise it will give you problems. You will get reaction, and you kind of really wouldn't want such a thing to happen to you. So also is also good for you to also check with, if you do notice that you actually do have allergy to wool and fleece, check with your GP, check with them what kind of medication they can give you for that as well, because there are some people that may have probably developed that allergy right from when they were a child. So another thing that's what some people do is that if they don't if they can't actually afford to if they can't afford to actually be paying for their heating, they do actually they actually will prefer to buy an electric blanket that they will use before they go to bed. They'll buy electric blanket, or they'll buy electric blanket, or they'll just be eating hot meals and whatnot, or also just making sure that their house stays warm as well. And if you're also if you're at work as well, always make sure that you stay in the hot building, always, because that's very important. Oh, whoa, guys, there's even there's even another thing that I actually just found out. So, and which are other ways as well. Um, yeah. End the day warm in winter. Whether you're preparing for a frosty day outside, or are looking for a way to snuggle in. Yeah. Again, the layers. Now, I actually just found out about this, which is quite bizarre. Leave your oven open after baking. So if you're the kind of person that likes baking a lot, that likes baking cakes, muffins, pizzas, leave your oven open leave your oven door open for some time, but bearing in mind the heat, so that you don't mistakenly burn yourself. You leave it open for a certain amount of time, but it shouldn't cross more than an hour to 2 hours, if possible, like 20-30 minutes. Leave it open so that the whole kitchen, from the kitchen to the living room, it will actually stay warm. um Now, use a warm duvet. Use a warm duvet as normal. Again, close your curtains. Always make sure that you're. Another thing is, always make sure that you also have a warm bed. Mm. Guys, bear with me. Yeah. So that's what I can. Yeah, that's what I can think. That's all that I can think about for now. But guys, if any of you have other ideas of how you can stay warm, that would be great. Wait, but bear in mind as well to always cherish your body, mostly your body and your health as well, because yeah the, this our cold is not really, is not great at all. So that's why we have to be prepared every autumn and every winter, because mostly that now um the temperature would have probably dropped down to maybe 10 degrees, even 9 degrees. But earlier on today it wasn't earlier on today actually wasn't really, it wasn't really that cold. But it's mostly much later on in the evening is where you feel it the more. And that's the reason why, that when it comes to about like 4 or 5 o'clock, everyone will run. They'll run like speed of lightning and run home, because they will know that they're running into a hot house. But always leave your heating on, as you always leave your heating on as you're coming in. And even before you even go out, always warm up your house, warm it up, and warm it up. Leave it on for about an hour or so before leaving. And it is very advisable not to use wooden floor, because that wooden floor is what will even make the whole of your house even cold. It's advisable to use carpet. Carpet always keeps your house warm as well. carpet, and not just carpet, also wallpapers. So if you're the kind of person that likes to change the colors on your wall every season, remember to add wallpaper to your to your shopping as well. Add layers and layers and layers of wallpaper to your shopping, and just kind of seal the whole wall of seal the whole wall with wallpaper, because that's also another way of your house staying warm this season, this autumn and winter. It's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate that we have to come back to autumn, and that we have to come back to autumn, because now that it's getting cold, even me myself, I'm actually dreading how cold it is going to get when we eventually hit December, because that one I know for sure that it will it will be as cold as where you're living on the North Pole. If you have ever gone on holiday to the North Pole, then you'll know exactly what I'm saying. It is just so cold, like where you're living with the polar bears, really. But we just have to just take precaution, every precaution that you can think of. Take all that precaution, take all the measures, take it all to keep yourself warm. And also as well, please also go for your regular health checkups as well. Always make sure you always go for your regular health checkups as well, because you do need it. You do need it, most especially the fact that, like I said, if your body is not accustomed to this cold weather, you will always fall sick. So always make sure that every 2 to 3 months you always go for your health checks. If your GP has sent you letters, if your GP has sent you letters that you're due for a health check, please go. Do not ignore those GP letters, because it's to save your life. Yeah, it is to save your life. Never ever ignore their letters. So even if they write to you and tell you that you are due for cervical screening, please go for it. It's better to prevent any such thing. Always go for every kind of health checkup, whether if it's cervical screening, whether if it's smear test, whether if it's gonorrhea test, whatever it is, go for all the screenings for your own safety, because that's all part of it that can actually make a person to fall sick, mostly this autumn and winter. So guys, please take every single precaution. Take it and always take it and use it the way you need to use it, to save yourself, to save a life, and to save others. Share, if possible, share that idea with other people. Share it. share it with other people. If you have any more ideas, share with them, share with as many people as possible. But we all need to stay warm. We need to stay warm in every possible way. I mean, yeah, we don't like it. We don't like it when it's very cold. We don't like it when it's very cold. And also when we also when we're in summer as well. We don't also when we're in summer as well, we don't kind of like it when it gets too hot. But we don't like it when it gets too hot. We'll complain that it gets too hot, then we'll complain that it gets too cold. Unfortunately, that's just how we are. When no matter what the season is, we do tend to complain. But we're all humans. There's nothing that we there's not really there's not really much that we can there's not really much that we can do. But yeah, that's just how it is. Unfortunately, when you're living in Europe, when you're living in a cold country, that's how it is. Except if the person decides that they don't that they want to leave the country and go to a nice warm country. That's entirely up to them. But as far as you're living in the UK, or you're living within Europe, that that is a very cold country, you just only have to go to that country, study how that country is, study their weather, study their weather forecast, study it very, very well, know how know how their country is, so that you can decide whether or not you want to you can decide whether or not if it's somewhere that you want to spend the rest of your life within that country, or if you just want to go there for a holiday, whatever it is. But go and study that particular country and know how it is. Then from there, it's all up to you. It is all up to you. It depends. But guys, oh okay, yeah. But guys, so I hope that yeah, I hope that you all really enjoyed yourself. You've enjoyed this lovely topic. To Is it Chuku, is it Chukwuemeka, or is it, am I correct? Chukwuemeka, was it Chukwa Emeka? Because yeah. But thank you for coming on. And wow, I didn't realize that Mr. Jimmy White is your schoolmate. That's actually really nice. Yeah, is really, yeah, that's really nice. And I will actually let him know that you are extending your greetings to him. I will let him know. Hold, sorry. There's something I need to do. So that he knows, so that when I'm telling him, he knows exactly who I'm talking about. Bear with me. Hold on. Bear with me for a second. Yeah. Yeah. So that when I'm telling him, he knows who I'm talking about. So yeah. Yeah, so it was, yeah, it was lovely to have you on. And yeah, and I hope that you'll be coming on more. And to, yeah, to as many of you that oh, okay. Oluwa Memorial Secondary School. Oh, wow. Oh. Yeah, I will, yeah, I will surely let him know. Wow. That's really nice. Yeah. But correct me if I'm wrong, whether if I pronounce your name well, because I don't know if I did. I don't know if I did, because I know that because there are a lot of Igbo names that I don't really know how to pronounce well. So, but correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know if I did um pronounce it very well. But yeah, anyway, to as many of you who didn't um who were busy, who were who were busy, or yeah, busy with work, or with the kids. Yeah, I really hope that I visited the UK and was in Leeds, and he promised to visit then, but couldn't because of busy engagement. Oh, okay, okay. Oh wow. Um, okay, yeah. I will. Yeah, I will let him know. I'll also let him know that. Um, but yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, that's how the UK is. Yeah, the UK is, yeah. It's so busy. It's so busy. We our work is, yeah. Thanks so much. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, our work here is just is I don't even know how to put it, but all I know is that we don't have time for ourselves. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Yeah, we don't practically with our kind of jobs, we don't practically have time for ourselves really. It's the kind of thing that we have to actually beg for a day off, really. just because just because just because the system of this country is programmed to work. And you can actually be you can actually be lucky to get a job where you work and you have um yes, I am. Yeah, I'm in the healthcare sector, yes. um so you can, yeah, you may be lucky to get a job where you get number of days off, because in some jobs, yeah, you can work and have as many days off, whereas there are jobs that are actually very demanding, like the healthcare sector, the hospital, the healthcare assistance as well. Yeah, it's quite demanding, because with the level of people. Hmm? But it's like you've forgotten. Hmm? Is that you've forgotten, but you still remember? Uh Actually, I I do. Yeah, you're right. Actually, because I don't even remember. But yeah, he probably might. Yeah, he probably might remember, but I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure if he if he will still remember. Oh, we spoke on the phone. Okay. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, I actually don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember unless he's unless it was before summer, maybe. Yeah, maybe it was before summer, maybe. But yeah, I don't remember. I really don't remember. uh, so yeah, so that's how the UK is. They we are always busy, 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 busy. That we don't have time for ourselves. We don't, and we really, and we suffer it. We really suffer it mostly in this cold, mostly in this bitter cold. We suffer it a lot. But yeah, what can we do? We need the money. we need we need the money to pay our bills. We need to pay our rent. We need to pay every single thing that we need to pay for. We need to pay it. And sitting at home is not going to bring money, except you are the kind of person that actually works from home. If you if you actually have a job that you work from home, then yeah, is kind of more better, more ideal for you. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, yes. That's how it is. But yeah. Anyway, so if any of you have I if any of you have some ideas of other ways you can stay warm, um, you can yeah you can actually feel free to to write a comment here. That would be great. Oh gosh, guys, even as I'm talking to you now, the the strong winds out there. Gosh, that's actually to tell that's actually to tell you how cold it is more colder. In fact, I wouldn't even be surprised whether if the temperature, yeah, the temperature probably would have maybe dropped down to 10 or 9 degrees, if not that. How is the weather at the moment? Yeah, that's that's exactly what I'm saying right now. Is bitterly cold. In fact, I can even tell you I can even tell you how cold it is. Hold on. I can tell you how cold it is like right now. Bear with me. Oh, actually, it's yeah. So it's actually 13 degrees, really. But 13 degrees is yeah, it's cold. Of course it is. It's so cold. 13 degrees. Um but at the moment it's 13 degrees. But I know that much later on, later on in the evening, it will drop down. It will drop down way more than that. But I actually thought that it was like 10 or 9, but I was surprised to actually see that is actually 13. But it's raining at the moment though. It's yeah, it's been raining all throughout the day. It's been raining. But lucky enough that tomorrow, no rain tomorrow. But yeah, it has really this 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 autumn has is already giving us sign that the temperature is slowly going down even more, going down even more and more and more and more. But that's what we need to be very prepared. We need to be very prepared because between now and the ending of October, the ending of October, going into November and December, you will be surprised. You'll be so surprised, as in how colder it gets. So we need to kind of prepare ourselves for more cold weather, and yeah, we need to prepare ourselves for it and do all the necessary autumn and winter shopping. And mostly if you have kids as well, is also ideal to do all the shopping for yourself and your kids as well, and get all the winter gear. Get all the winter gear, because you will need it. Yeah, all the winter gear. We will be in the UK soon. Oh, okay. Oh, that's good. Okay. That's actually good. I'll also let him know. But if you're coming to the UK, please come in the summer. Please come in the summer, because the cold is too much. Please at least come in the summer or September. Yeah. So at least come between summer, as in like from June to July. Then at least you know that you're safe. But also bear in mind, do shop around for the cheap the summer deals as well, because you will kind of need to check the latest summer deals that is currently going on, so that you won't kind of overspend on your ticket. So but I will definitely let him know that you'll be coming back to the UK very soon. So but for now, guys, I hope you all really enjoyed this. I hope you all have enjoyed this, and had a bit of fun on this topic, even though that is Chukwuemeka, that actually the only one that I see that is kind of typing away, contributing. But I didn't see anyone else. I don't know where the rest of you are. I don't know where the rest of you are. But please I really hope that that I'll see as many of you on. Even the other one that was on the other day, that is good. Even the one that is on the other day that thinks that I'm the teacher. So, but anyway, please please feel free to kind of to share other ideas of how you can actually stay warm as well, because maybe you have other ideas, or other bizarre ideas of ways that you can actually stay warm this autumn/winter. You never know. But every idea is every idea is actually very good. Just like they say, all hands on deck. it's is very is also very, very good to actually kind of share with others. Gosh, guys. Oh my gosh, it is still very, very windy. It's it's still very windy as I speak. But yeah. Anyway, guys. So yeah, I hope that you all enjoy this. Yeah, I hope that you all enjoyed this topic, and yeah. So yeah, hope you all enjoy this topic, and we will we will come. We'll be on, as in I'll be on again. I'll be on again like tomorrow. Um, because now that my other job that I was doing, like, kind of wasn't really giving me as much time, and most especially the fact that most especially the fact that that even me myself, I haven't been well, like, for the past like 4 days. This annoying this annoying cold that just struck me out of nowhere. But I'm good now. I'm okay. Um, but apart from that, yeah, it's all good. So anyway, um, yeah. So guys, I will see you all on tomorrow. Or if there's any other thing that you guys want to talk about. If not, then yeah, I'll see you all on tomorrow. So do stay tuned for tomorrow's topic, and yeah, do stay tuned for tomorrow, and God bless you all, and thank you all for taking out time to be here with me, and yeah, if there's any other thing you want to discuss, we can discuss it now before I end the live. But if not, yeah, I will see you all on tomorrow, with a brand new topic, and yeah. So I'm gonna love you all and leave you, and yeah, thank you for taking out time to listen, and yeah, and good night, and yeah, good night, and God bless. Once again, it's your girl Adez, and yeah, see you all on tomorrow. God bless, and stay tuned for tomorrow's topic. Bye for now.